Hi, Jess. I loved seeing Wicked with you this weekend. I love that show and the music, and I love hanging out with you and all our friends, so it was really a win-win situation. As I said, it was a rather drama-heavy weekend for the Potters, but only in the best way. Friday night, we went and saw Lucas act in Calvin College's play, The Arabian Nights, and it was not wicked, but it was really, really well done. They had amazingly designed scenery, beautiful detailed costumes, and just a really good story. In my opinion, the best part of the show was the fact that it really celebrated all stories and the power that they hold. In case anyone out there is unfamiliar with the story, which is based on A Thousand and One Nights, it's about a girl named Sherazad who has a real talent for remembering and telling great stories. Well, Ali Baba had them 40 thieves. Scheherazade, she had 1,000 tales. Yes, that Scheherazade. She marries a king who is twisted with bitterness, but she uses her stories to touch and heal his heart. One of my favorite parts of the show was that every time Scheherazade starts a new story, she says, "Listen," claps her hands, and there's twinkling music as the actors start the new scene, and it just felt almost magical. Seeing that show and seeing Wicked the next day got me thinking about why I love stories in general so much. Why do we get so excited about new books or movies coming out in a series? Why do we proudly wear and display things that show our allegiance to different stories? Why do we talk about fictional characters almost as often as we do real people? Almost as if they're friends. The simplest and best answer I can come up with is that stories change us. They broaden our experience by introducing us to people and places we don't often encounter in daily life. I love that when I'm reading a story, I can have exciting adventures even when life gets monotonous. In a way, the characters almost do become like friends because we get to know them very well and we care about what happens to them. Why do you think such strong opinions and fierce debates happen surrounding our beloved stories? Another thing I think all the best stories do is they teach us important lessons about things like forgiveness, friendship, heroism, how to take down a mountain troll, and what to do if someone is only mostly dead. The Arabian Nights teaches us about what revenge and forgiveness can do. And Wicked teaches that every story has two sides, and that the truth is less black and white than we may like to think. Sometimes it's green. Finally, I think the most powerful asset that stories have is their ability to show us the world through another person's eyes. This can be a really powerful tool for building empathy, and it can educate us on what life is like for people in different situations than ours. Even stories that take place in a whole new world, such as the Land of Oz or Narnia or Middle Earth, often have a whole lot to say about our real daily lives. The older I get and the more that I hear and see, the more I believe that stories can change the world because they touch people's hearts on a far deeper level than hard facts ever can. Statistics and data are very useful for a lot of things, but I think they often fall short of evoking emotion and inspiring a desire for action the way a story does. The fact that there are so many wonderful stories out there and that I know more are being written all the time gives me hope. Jess, throughout our friendship, we have had some really fun times fangirling over the same stories, such as Aragon and Harry Potter, and I have you to thank for introducing me to Star Wars. I believe those were really amazing bonding moments for us, and they're still among my favorite memories. So I really want to thank you for joining me in being unapologetically enthusiastic about this story and many, many others. I love you, and I'll see you on Monday.